We have breaking news on the Israel-Hamas war. President Biden posted on X that Hamas and Israel have agreed to a ceasefire framework. He said, quote, 6 weeks ago, I laid out a comprehensive framework for how to achieve a ceasefire and bring the hostages home. There is still work to do, and these are complex issues, but that framework is now agreed to by both Israel and Hamas. My team is making progress, and I am determined to get this done. NBC News international correspondent Josh Lederman joins us now from London. So, Josh, President Biden has been talking about this framework for weeks now. Do we have a sense of what's changed and where we're headed next?
Yeah, Vicky, I think we want to be pretty careful about what President Biden is really saying here. The word framework is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that tweet that he posted. President Biden probably would like for there to be a done deal, especially given his political situation at home. But from our conversations with sources in the region, this is still not a done deal. What it appears to be the case is that these two sides have agreed to the general contours of a multi-phase agreement in which in the first phase there would be an exchange of prisoners and hostages, and Israel would pull back from major populated areas in Gaza. And then during that first phase, they would discuss a longer-term ceasefire, end to the war in phase two. But there have been some major sticking points. The Israelis want assurances that Hamas is not going to govern Gaza in the future. And the Palestinians in Gaza want assurances that Israel isn't going to take this deal and simply use it as an excuse to regroup and then start the war again. And so that is the kind of work that still needs to be done that President Biden has alluded to in order for this to actually reach fruition and a deal to be put in place.
You know, I think the big question is, when might we see this actually happening? When could we see an actual ceasefire? When could we see hostages being returned home?
Based on our sources in the region, it does not appear that this is going to be taking effect imminently. We know that top U.S. officials, including Brett McGurk, the president's Mideast advisor, and Amos Hochstein, have been crisscrossing the region, trying to get this closer to a point where it could actually be put in place. But these gaps still remain. They are very complicated. And as of now, there are no indications that there could be anything that would imminently take place, although certainly the president's post on X today, one indication that at least his administration continues to be hopeful that sooner or later they are going to be able to get something in place that would not only lead to a release of those Israeli hostages still stuck in the Gaza Strip, but also potentially bring this conflict, this war that has been going on for 9 months now, closer to a finish. Vicky?
Yeah, that's what we're all hoping for. NBC News international correspondent Josh Lederman. Thank you, Josh.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.